No Maui restaurant reservations? No problem, we got you covered. We are going to talk about food trucks on Maui.
I've never met anyone more passionate about food trucks than this guy.
This is probably why we started the YouTube channel. It was our first idea. We need to talk about food trucks.
And so now we're getting around to it.
It took 2 years, but we finally got it. But we got the best for you. We're going to share the 5 best food truck parks on Maui, all the way from Lahaina to Ka'anapali to Hana, with everything in between.
We'll throw in a few of our favorite absolute food trucks that you might not want to miss while you're here.
Hi, I'm Jordan.
And I'm Erica.
And this is the Hawaii Vacation Guide.
All right, Jordan. Food trucks. Why should someone go?
Oh, good question, Erica. Thanks for asking. All right, we got lots of reasons why to go, all right? First of all, I think there's probably around 75 food trucks on the island. We've never officially counted them, but they're everywhere. A lot of them are in parks, but some are just roaming around the streets. Some are little spots like close to the beach, like McKenna Beach. Some are very famous, some you may have never heard of, but I kind of think they're all worth going. I kind of play with the rule. If you see a food truck, stop and go to it. It's a good rule. You'll eat a lot of food trucks. All right, so some of the reasons to go. I think the best reason is it's the best way to shop local. You got local chefs, local entrepreneurs. They have their own trucks, and it's a great way to get like fresh local food. A lot of them are sourced right from the farms. There's one in Kihei that gets fresh fish every day, and they usually sell out by 11 o'clock because you can't get any more fish that day.
Yep.
So you can always find something really good. And that's the other thing. There's something for everybody. And that's why we talk about the food truck parks here, because if you take a family there or a large group, someone's gonna find something they love at that food truck park.
Yeah, there's so many different types of cuisines and different presentation styles, so there's a lot. I will jump in and say I love taking Henry to the food truck parks because while he's good at restaurants, he is great at food truck parks. It is a much more relaxing family
He can run around on the
experience.
gravel, he can play with the chickens, he's got room to roam, and then like we can try different foods, so he's always has something he likes.
Yeah.
Another reason we love them is variety. You can get like a classic Hawaiian plate lunch to sushi. You can get like everything in between that, right? I mean, sushi from your food truck, but it's legit. And one thing too, if you can't make it to Mama's Fish House, that's okay, because the sous chef that was at Mama's for decades started a food truck. He's an award-winning food truck owner now. Like, you can get something really good.
You get good food.
Real
is
good
what
food.
we're trying to say is you don't suffer, the quality doesn't suffer. It's good.
Exactly. Costs now. You can get some really good deals, cheap eats if I do say so myself, by going to food trucks. Plates are usually about $12 to $20.
Yeah, and so that might be more expensive than where you're coming from, but let's keep this in context because if you go out to a restaurant, it will be significantly more here.
It'd be like $20 for poo-poos.
Yeah.
And one other thing too, they're big helpings. You get a lot of food. Also, convenience. Some of them have long lines because they're famous, but usually it's about 15-minute wait to get your food or less, which is really nice. What we like to do is you can either eat it there at the food truck park because there's usually picnic tables, or take it to the beach with you. That's part of the fun, right?
Or a park or somewhere else.
Yeah, it's Maui, the weather's beautiful. A few, don't want to say cons, but with food trucks, things that make it a little harder is that hours can be a little unpredictable. That's why the food truck parks are nice, because you know something's going to be open, but for the standalone trucks, sometimes they're not there on a Tuesday, or you have to follow them on Instagram to figure out where they're located that day.
Yeah.
So that's why we kind of focus on the food truck parks here, because if you're visiting the islands, it's just nice to have a reliable place you can go and know most of the trucks are going to be open.
Yeah.
People ask us a lot, where do the locals eat? Good question. Answer, in my opinion, food trucks.
Yeah.
They do really well. During COVID, during the shutdown, food trucks were the place to go. I swear they kept the island fed, and it was nice. During COVID, I don't think we lost any food trucks during that time. I'm not aware of any. They usually depend on regulars, and those are the locals who go there and eat. So we're gonna focus on the food truck parks here. We got our top 5 favorites right now, but if you have a favorite food truck either in the park or roaming the island, leave it in the comments below. Here are the 5 best food truck parks, in our opinion, around the island. So we got one in Lahaina, in Ka'anapali. We have the Costco ones. Yes, there's 2 of them now. And then also in Hana, and then Kihei also. So we kind of show the map where all those are located, and now we'll go into detail what I call the 3 Fs. We're going to talk about food, the facilities that they offer, and then when they're functioning. My way of saying when they're open.
Yeah.
These are all a little different. I need another F. We'll share our favorites also. Food truck park number 1. Doesn't mean it's the best, but it is the most popular food truck park. It is at Costco. right? And a lot of people know the one that's right by the gas station. Well, less than a year ago, another one opened up right on the corner, right? Dairy Road, right by the Marriott. And they both have lots of food trucks. They have award-winning food trucks at this park.
And just so you know, the Costco is in Kahului near the airport. So it's a really easy spot to hit up as you're coming in, as you're leaving, as you're heading out on adventures around the island. It's a pretty central location.
When is it functioning? It is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So you'll find a truck there at any time of day. You'll find something there for you to do.
Yeah.
Food-wise, all right, they have everything, to be quite honest. They have gyros, they have teppanyaki, they got sushi, they got Mexican, they got Thai, numerous Thai trucks, they got burgers, they got noodle bar.
They have everything.
Yeah,
Literally
you'll find something.
everything.
Which is really nice too, because for facilities, they got picnic tables, they're covered picnic tables, they got gravel ground, they have porta potties, they have places to wash your hands, they have lots of trash. They also have ample parking. So it makes it really convenient. It's really not hard to go there and just enjoy yourself for like a nice lunch or right before you head to the airport like Erica said. Favorites for this one it's a tough one, right?
It is.
I just want to share Tie Me Up. That is a famous one because as a sous chef from Mama, he's been there for a few years. He's won numerous awards. Now he also has a second one right next to Tie Me Up is the teppanyaki one. So both are really good.
I have to go with the very first one that I ever went to there, which is Dino's Gourmet Burgers. It's delicious. The guy who owns it is super friendly and personable, and he does a wonderful job.
That's Dino. He's inside. Just say hi. So number 2 is the Kihei Food Truck Park. It is behind the Zeka Shopping Center, Mauka or Mountainside of the highway. This place has a lot of good ones. It's open mostly for lunch and dinner. It gets kind of popping at dinner time. They have really good stuff. They got like Denani Pirate, which has seafood and Asian fusion and burgers. They got Soul Brothers Barbecue. They got barbecue wings.
And my favorite, Kraken Coffee. I love it. It is delicious.
People ask us where like our favorite coffee is, and we just send them to Kraken Coffee Food
Yeah.
Truck.
I mean, we have other places that we love, but that is one of our tops.
It is in. These guys are entrepreneurs. I love them. They got 2 trucks right now. So they got one in Kihei, and then they also have one at one of the Costco food truck parks too. Facilities is they got picnic tables, they're covered, gravel ground also, porta potties, hand washing station, lots
Plenty
of
of
parking.
parking.
Yeah, it's an easy one to go to.
Easy.
Lahaina. This one is a good one. This is number 3. It's off the bean path. It's off Front Street. It's on Waine'e Street, right by the Catholic Church. It's a small little parking lot. You gotta look for the $5 parking sign. It's white with red font. But inside you'll find Taqueria Eats, which is owned by a brother and sister, serving up really good tacos. You got Mexican place there. You got Cuisina ni J-Boy, which should have won awards. It's Filipino. That's where the locals line up after work.
So good.
So good. The fried crispy pork belly Loco Moco. You may have a heart attack time you're done eating it, but it'd be a good way to go.
Jordan really feels passionate about this one. He loves it.
There's also Coco Grinds there. This one is more open at lunchtime.
Yeah.
In breakfast and lunch, because they got like baya bowls there too,
Ooh,
which is really good.
baya
Acai
bowls.
bowls.
Yeah.
But they pretty much Cuisina ni J-Boy and one other is open till like 7 p.m., but it's mostly like a lunch spot. A lot of Lahaina locals go there. It's a fun place to go. Parking can be a little tough. We've never had a problem, but that's why it's good to walk to Front Street there. Also, they don't have porta potties or anywhere to wash your hands, but they do have picnic tables and they're covered from shade. It's not as big. It's only like 4 or 5 trucks there, but it's a good. They're all good.
There is a second food truck spot in Lahaina that we should talk about.
Yeah,
It's
just recent.
newer.
Mm-hmm.
It's at the Cannery Mall, and there you will find 3 or 4 trucks, plenty of parking because it's at the Cannery Mall, and they have picnic tables. They're starting to get their infrastructure set up.
They are, but yeah, they got a vegan truck there, Aloha Eats, which is a few of those on the island, like up at Costco
good.
too. That's another one. If you're looking for vegan food trucks are a good way to go. There's always a vegan truck or a vegetarian truck in the food truck parking lot.
Earth Aloha Eats.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Really good. But there's a Mexican one there. Also, Sparky's is there. He's got trucks all around the island. He's got Hawaiian plate lunch and good smoked meats. That's a famous one also. We're hoping the Cannery Mall sticks around. They may close once the food court opens again at the Cannery Mall. We shall see. But you can't miss it when you're driving. Number 4, Ka'at Napali Food Truck Park. This one is open for dinner time. It's getting all those tourists or visitors coming back after being out all day, but they got lights strung up. They got all the food trucks lined up. It's this big like dirt parking lot.
It's so convenient to the resorts that it's like you might as well go. It's right there.
It's right across from the Times Supermarket and that little strip mall right there. But yeah, they got really good. They got Vietnamese there. They got Thai. They got burgers, gyros. They even got like a drink wagon there too. It turns into a pretty poppin' place.
Yeah, they have nice picnic tables. You can eat it there, take it to the beach. There's a little grassy park next to it. There's parking. It's a nice atmosphere.
It's a nice vibe. So if you can't get into any restaurants in Nepali, head to the food truck park. Number 5, on the way other side of the island, is the ones in Hana. These ones, you'll literally see signs for these food truck parks as you're driving the road to Hana or the Hana Highway. And there's 2 of them. They're right past the Hana Maui Resorts, and they're almost like 100 yards from each other. They got poke, they got Thai food, they got tacos, they got Hawaiian plate lunch, they got Tony's, that's one you'll see all the signs for. And even a few feet, or like a quarter mile down the road, is this great barbecue place that you'll smell as you drive by.
Yeah.
They're open for lunch, and some of them for dinner, but not too much, because Hana gets pretty quiet at dinner, because you're getting that road to Hana traffic coming out there for lunchtime and late lunchtime. There's so many more food trucks around the island. We're just focusing on the parks. Stay tuned, we'll see if we do another video on food truck parks. I always joke, if someone at Maui wants to start a YouTube channel only on food truck parks, I would totally watch it. I would subscribe to it.
He would.
It's great.
Yeah.
Another one of my favorites, because I always feel like you got it when you come to Hawaii, you need a Hawaiian plate lunch, 2 scoop rice, mac salad. Kale's Lunchbox is one of the best. They're at Costco. And you actually opened a brick and mortar store up in Pukalani.
Really?
So like, yeah, this is a really good food truck park. If you're looking for Hawaiian plate lunch, Kale's Lunchbox is the place to go. That's my favorite.
So if you are coming to Maui and you just want kind of an overview of everything, including great places to eat, some of these food trucks appear there. Check out our itineraries, the hawaiivacationguide.com/Maui, because we give you a list of all of our favorite places to eat, plus some great excursion days to take you around the island. And one quick plug, probably Jordan's first article that he ever wrote is on Maui food trucks, and it's on our website, and this goes more into depth on the actual food trucks, what they serve, the prices, and where you can find them. So this was an overview of the food truck parks, but head to the description and the link below. You'll find it on our website, all about Jordan's love of Maui food trucks. You will get a list of some of the best.
Especially like the standalone ones.
Yes.
So those are really good too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love it.
Thanks so much for watching. We're gonna go get some food.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Plus it's really hot. I'm sweating like crazy right now.